Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. This is Expat Theory. I'm Chris. If this is your first time to my channel, appreciate you being here. If you're returning to my channel, welcome back. I figured I'd do a little bonus video today. I had a question and I wanted to kind of show you guys around a little bit. I am currently at my location in Suffolk, Virginia, and I figured I'd give you guys kind of a look of what's going on here in Suffolk. Alright, so this is pretty much a standard view of my dedicated route. This is one of the yards that I came into. I grab my load, and pick up one of these loaded trailers, and I take them with me up to New York, where I drop it. I usually grab an empty or a repack trailer and bring it back. And you can see there's trucks beside me here, on both sides actually, because this is the approved truck parking area for us bobtail trucks without a trailer. And this is where we take our rest. Alright, so like I said, we come in here, we grab one of these trailers that are loaded, we take it to New York, we drop it off, we grab another one, come back. Rinse and repeat. I do this 6 days a week. On the 7th day is when my clocks are cooked and I have to take a 34-hour break. And it's usually parked in one of these spaces right here. And fortunately, I am lucky here. They have a parking lot, so I actually can park my car here. So when I have a day off, it's not really a day off, because I got to do all my cleaning and my laundry and my shopping and everything else. But at least it's easier to do because my car is here and I can run around in that instead of trying to drive my truck all over town. I mean, I can drive the truck all over town, but it's so much easier just to hop in the car, get everything done. So that's kind of a little bit of a sneak peek there behind the scenes of what's going on with me. Also, I want to mention I made some changes on my investments. I did some restructuring, moving things around. I did take a hit, but I worked it out. I've got my account now I'm down about 5%, which is way better than what it was. It was running anywhere between 10 and 15% down. And that's even with all the craziness that's going on right now. I've got it. I've realigned some things and kind of cut my losses in some places. So, but I'm feeling pretty confident, being I'm only 5% down. And it varies from day to day, but when the market does turn around and they quit with all this recession stuff and start to recover, I should be looking pretty good. I've gotten some good positions that should put me pretty far in the green instead of being down in the red. So I'm feeling good about that. I think I've made some wise choices. I'm realigning most of my money into investments that pay me monthly dividends, kind of getting away from some of the stocks that I was invested in that are more growth. You just buy the stock and hope for the price to go up. Those are great when they pan out, but on a monthly basis, they don't really do anything for me. So it's just money sitting there hoping to work out, versus the other investments that even if the stock price goes up or down a little bit either way, you're still getting paid every month. So I feel like that's the better path for me, because those monthly payments I'm turning right around and putting right back into more investing. So I'm using that to grow my investments. And I found a good rock station finally. It's kind of hard to really listen to the radio when you're traveling like this. Your stations come and go, come and go. But here in the Suffolk area, I finally found a good rock station. Um, I'm more into the rock and heavy metal type music. And just having to hear them talking today, it's really strange to me to think that they were talking about there's advertising out for the Norfolk Police Department, and they're finding ads for the Norfolk Police Department trying to hire on the New York subway. Apparently, they're short 230 police officers. This is an era of time that is really confusing to me. I just don't understand the younger crowd. Being a police officer is a good job, and it's something that we really need, and we really need good people with a good head on their shoulders that can handle themselves with an even keel and an even personality, not over the top aggressive, but not weak either. It's kind of you got to kind of walk a little bit of a tightrope. So it takes a good person, a special person to do it. But these are jobs that in the past, you never had 230 openings for police officers. You had a waiting list to get hired. Same thing they're talking about the Postal Service, USPS, is crying for people. When I got out of the service, there was literally a 3-year waiting list before you would even be looked at as an applicant to get into the post office. These are jobs that people used to clamor for. They'd apply and keep applying for years until they got hired in. And now they're short-handed and can't get anybody. I don't understand this. I don't understand how there's so many people that are not working, and they're not working good-paying jobs. They're not paying, decent wage. They're not working at someplace that has a future. You're being a little barista at Starbucks. There ain't no future there. I don't get it. I don't understand the thought process behind these younger people that should be applying for these jobs, but they're not. It's really odd. It's really strange for me. So I'm kind of wondering what's going on with these people. What's in their brain? What's in their head that you let these jobs slip past you? These are the jobs that your older generations have been dying to get forever. And once they get them, they never let them go. They stay there forever and retire there. This job, let me pick this up here. This job, not for everybody. Not for everybody. Not everybody's going to want to live in a little tiny space. Not everybody's going to want to have, just their little microwave and refrigerator and a bed and sit in the seat of this truck. This isn't for everybody. This isn't going to be the answer for a lot of people. Trucking especially over-the-road trucking, is great for the single person who's not really worried about relationships. If you're worried about making money, this is it. This is good. But if you're, you have a significant other and you have family, and those are ties that you need to nurture daily, weekly, monthly. Yeah, over the road trucking, not so great. It's just not. But those other jobs, you're home every night. You know, these are these are the jobs that people have always wanted. Not everybody's going to be want to be a truck driver. The money's decent. Once you get in it and you stay in it for a little while. When you first come out of trucking school, everybody thinks they're going to start making, $2,000 a week. It ain't going to happen. I don't make 2,000 a week, and I've been doing it for over 2 years. I'm not saying there aren't some drivers. There are some drivers out there making way more than that, but just being a regular company driver, no, you're not going to make that. Not usually. You might have a really great week and make that, but not on the consistent basis. No, it takes time to get the good jobs and to get the good miles. You know, takes a little time. Especially, I can speak for my company. Especially, my company kind of wants to put you out there and get a feel for how you're going to run. And if you're not really interested in making a lot of miles and making a lot of money, they're not going to feed you the miles that much. They'll keep you rolling, they'll keep you getting a paycheck, but they're not going to go out of their way to, load you up with a bunch of miles because you're not the kind of person that's going to run them hard, and make the trips and make the money. But when you get in here and you show them that you're a driver and that you want to drive and you want to make money, oh yeah, they'll feed you. They'll feed you them miles all day long. That is one thing I can say about my company. They've done a good job as far as I'm concerned. That's why I haven't left them. A lot of drivers bounce around. 6 months to a year is kind of the checkout point for a lot of drivers. They'll get with the company and they'll drive for them and they'll see whether or not it's good for them or not, and then they start looking elsewhere. I've been with them. I've been with my company for over 2 years now. No, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not planning on going anywhere. Not unless something changes. But for right now, yeah, I'm getting the miles. I'm getting the paychecks. I'm happy. Um, so anyway, yeah, that was kind of where I thought I'd make this extra little videos because I just don't understand how our society is changing and how things are changing for the younger crowd. Um, it We're still having a shortage of workers and all of this, and I don't get it because I know there's a lot of people out there that are not working. I know there's a lot of people that are out there uh, that might be underemployed, working part time or working jobs that are below their capabilities. Um, I don't get it. You know, Gen X, we've always been taught, work hard and make what you can make, get as much as you can. And we're kind of caught in the middle too, with the boomers before us and the millennials after us. Yeah, us Gen X people were kind of in the middle going, what the hell happened here? Boomers are out of their minds. They're weird. A lot of them are wacky liberal types. And then that fed into the generation below us. The millennials are a lot of wacky liberal types. And we're kind of caught in the middle because our family was more of the greatest age. A lot of the World War II soldiers and all of that were our parents, and so I'm right at the cusp. I'm at the top end of Gen X. I'm almost, but not quite, a boomer. And same thing with my parents. My parents missed that. My parents were actually born during World War II, so they were not the babies born after World War II, which constitutes, what is a boomer. So they were not boomers. And you know, a lot of your boomers were the hippies of the '60s. That right there should tell you something. Anyway, I just figured I'd share this with you, and you know, if anybody's got any ideas or comments as far as what the heck is going on with these people, and you know, feel free to leave them in the comments because I'm a little confused. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. We'll see you guys in the next video.